not knowing what to talk about is a completely normal thing, and it just takes practice and doing it more and more. What I'm about to say is going to sound like complaining. It's not. It's just it's more of a venting or airing grievances. So when we originally moved into our apartment complex, one of the big things that pulled us in was the lounge area that we have, and within the lounge area we have like a coffee machine that you can get unlimited coffee. You can get unlimited fresh coffee from like a proper like coffee machine. And a couple of months ago, the apartment complex was actually bought out by a bigger company. And with that, there have been a couple of different changes, but the one change that, I noticed and was it was the one that I honestly cared about, was they changed the coffee machine. Now, at first, I was really, really excited because it had 3 different choices of coffee beans you could have brewed. You could get like fresh coffee style coffee like brewed there, until I saw the plaque next to it. The plaque next to it says that we have like a monthly allowance for coffee. We're allowed 15 per apartment per month, and after that you have to start paying like coffee shop prices for coffees, which we have like 7 around us, so why would I pay? That's fine. It's nearing the end of the month. It's the 29th, meaning that all of the coffees that we have allowed to us, if we don't use them all, they just go into the abyss. So me being the frugal financial genius that I am, I insist on us getting our money's worth. So we're getting as much. We're drinking nothing but that coffee until the new allowance starts, and then we'll start drinking this coffee. All that to be said, there is one hiccup in that plan that's great and flawless, except for this one small item, and that is if the coffee ground basket is full, then you can't use the coffee machine until somebody empties it, and it's under a lock and key, so I can't even do it myself. So all that to be said, we walked up and down to the left for no reason, and I ended up just making coffee this morning. It feels like a Monday. Did I mention we walked up and down twice because we also have to bring our own cups, and we forgot those the first time? Happy Monday. I don't think a lot of people I don't think realize when you're making a vlog or something like this, there's a lot of like scenes that I actually don't keep in the vlog. Especially the early on. Like talking and just initially it's almost kind of like you have to get the wheels rolling, and eventually you find something that you can go further into depth with, or you can make like more of a video about. And at least for me, most of the time when I start a vlog, I almost never keep the beginning parts because it's just like ramble, and I'm just rambling to try to find something that actually works. Like maybe like the pieces like will make like their own little micro stories within a vlog, but again, when you make those like micro stories, you have to continually measure it on like, is this going to contribute to the larger story here, or is it just kind of a distraction that doesn't really help or is kind of pointless, which is the hardest thing to do, especially when it's you talking, you telling the stories, and you editing. You have to really look at it from an objective point of view. That's just something I don't think a lot of creators really realize, especially newer creators, that not knowing what to talk about is a completely normal thing, and it just takes practice and doing it more and more to really find like what to talk about, and how to do it in a way that feels natural and not and it doesn't feel like super weird that you're just talking to yourself into a camera, into a microphone that you're going to later edit. It feels more like you're just having a conversation and a dialogue with yourself, but eventually it does help. And for me, at least, starting that every single day of not knowing what to do, starting the initial thing of just talking, like I'm talking to like somebody sitting next to me, or just having an open conversation with somebody, really helps my like creative juices get flowing. I also didn't upload my video yesterday. I ended up finishing it in the car, but I didn't upload it yesterday, and I don't know why. Whenever I don't upload something the day of, like the next day, it just feels like such a burden, even though it's not nothing at all. Like the editing's done, the video's done, I just have to put it on the internet. But it just always feels like such a It just feels like such a chore whenever I have to do it the next day. Yesterday's video I'm pretty excited about though. If you didn't check it out, then you might want to check it. I don't know. I was talking about the DJI drone and if it looks good in low light, and I mean, just to save you, it looks really good. I was really impressed. There's just one thing that I didn't really like about it, but to find that out, you'll have to actually watch the video. All right, now it's uploading. This whole area right here, they actually just finished. It's like a brand new dog park. It took them like 7 months to do it, but it's nice. Whenever we have, whenever we're having to record somebody or put somebody in front of a camera, it's not uncommon for them just to completely go like blank and not have anything to talk about or not remember what they're supposed to be talking about or anything like that. And because of that, we do one trick that really just helps get you talking, and it helps just get them more comfortable being in front of a camera. Because I think being in front of a camera being uncomfortable in front of a camera is a completely natural thing, because it is kind of weird trying to figure out what you're supposed to do in front of this foreign object that you know is recording your image. It's similar to having your picture taken, but then you also add the aspect of having to be a personality, or there's this pressure to feel like you need to be entertaining when you're placed in front of a camera being recorded. So what we do when that's the case is we just simply ask them questions and get them talking about personal things about their life. And whenever I am in front of a camera and I'm not really completely sure what to talk about, I literally do the same thing. I don't ask myself questions, obviously, but I just start talking about what's going on in my day, what's going on, what's happening in my life, what happened yesterday, or what the schedule is for the day. And typically that's enough to get me at least started into a video that honestly half the time I don't even know what the video is going to be about, but it at least gets me started. And that's probably the biggest, the most helpful thing. I think doing that, it just enables you to kind of forget about the camera and just talk like you normally do, because as humans we have conversations with people every single day. It's just the added element of a camera is, it can be kind of weird sometimes. I also went for a run, or just came back from a run. It was hot.